So now, as I was explaining to you about their chunk faction moving in on our families with drug operations, as I was explaining to you about Russell, Darnell, um, and Eugene, their mothers, and Benora Rita, Little Sam Darnell, um, Amelia Polton, and Geraldine Connery, um, and their drugs, their alcohol, and landing on our families after they were driven out and playing their poor native people card, when in fact their goon squad, professional racketeers on several communities and tribes around the country, including in with their Wyandottes in Oakdale, Monroe County, on the border of Toma Jackson, on us veterans misusing the family service of decent men. Um, as well as in Costa Rica, where Alan Rick McGraw, Wileen McGraw, Dion McGraw, Xander Meekum, Laney E. McGraw, and Ryan Lee McGraw were they them and their Stephenson O'Brien Keynes and their chunk convicted faction have had motorhome drug operations and racketeering operations around the country. Their goon squad and in the military, illegal. Remember North Dakota, and as I was telling you about Mary Bird Bear Crow Dog's book, that this is them, their same activities, the illegal mining and enterprising agreements through captivity and being our unlawful and unknown representatives, imposing themselves on us in their terroristic acts. And now their methadone, opiates, and cocaine, they've progressed. Cocaine, then and hallucinogens, and now meth and methadone, and now even stronger drugs, and through our Badger Care, illegally managing and service-based relationships and violations as tribals. And that's why Bureau of Indian Affairs, and that's why their tribal enrollment through members of our family, so that you understand about their North Dakota illegal activities, and that Geraldine Connery, that's Barbara Connery's relative, and thus cannot ring in their fake hippie Wiccan drug addicts, corporate enterprises, and racketeering and child trafficking, including system mental health, private insurance fraud, yeah, with Selena Fox. It's all a sham. And they've been trafficking and exploiting our children and making forced agreements with Mosher not under threat of harm, court extortion, making up bigamous cunt husbandships by declaring you falsely bipolar. And I've shown you about their felony incest, their drug manufacturing and use together, long term, their welfare, their benefits, public benefits fraud, their insurance fraud, and their fraudulent bills with the utility companies, as well as banking with members of their families, including by their individual members in Wells Fargo, in Associated Bank, um, at MGNE, in RVA, etc. And so they're having us, and that's why I showed you about Lisa Friedrich and their cunt husbandship with Alan Rick McGraw having the right to rape me as a female veteran and someone else's wife, that my mother and my cousins who use and manufacture drugs, and our racketeers with Mayor Conway and the others, her attorney Bill Brendan and WEC Energy and Milwaukee Transit, as well as armed robber chop shop kidnapping service and city county auto theft ring, Gregory and the Schmitz Auto and Eric Conway, that my mother is shacking up with, and that's why, these places, wherever they are in Sun Prairie and elsewhere, they're captive taking and informing you that you're their cunt husband and deploying the police and the courts under fraudulent means, making up false harassment and everything when they are in fact engaging in gang stalking, unlawful intrusion, including of legitimately elected authorities, and inserting their crimes onto others that they are guilty of and have long-term patterns of together, and drawing in this community. And that's where your violence and all that is coming from, um, including Daniel J. Perez rape and coke charges, where Janet Decora, Funmaker's sister, and Parmenton's sister, Loretta Decora, targeted Ojibwe Patterson's. Those are Loretta Patterson's children, Escobar and Perez. And I'm sure I don't need to explain about Patterson. And just so you know, Dave didn't want to be a part of it, just like the rest of our family members. Just like Steve Green didn't want to be part of Cocaine Mary Lynn, A.K. Lynn M. Green, Dane County and State of Wisconsin Social Services, and their Chicago U Cocaine Sanctuary Club with Obama there. And the others, Andy Height, his Rebecca Bradley in-law, Caravellos are his cousins, and yeah, Stephanie is Steve Green's wife. That's why he was kicking her butt. And remember Gorman's, Pam Gorman, and Gorman Enterprises? That's what's been going on, is committing crimes upon us all. Public fraud for their illegal mining and um, Hickston and Enbridge um, pipeline, North Dakota. And that's why I was showing you Deputy Canine, Psychiatrist Fowler, um, Contracting Fowler, Beaver Dam Fowler, Sprint Store and MG&E, CDA, and all that other maintenance Fowlers. And their maintenance is being destructive and then replacing the solid materials with their pressed wood and extorting the tenants, including elderly, after embezzling their rent with their uncle, Detective Bill Hendrickson. Zach is supervisor benefits support for state of Wisconsin Veteran Affairs. Yeah. So there they are extorting for more rent using the Dane County Sheriff's Office and the squad car with Mosier and Ozan in them.